I was very sad at what I saw at the state of suffering in the world. I felt like my best efforts were doing nothing to contribute to healing that, and I felt like things were just getting worse. Am I going to talk about changing the world in circles until I'm up to my nose in rising ocean waters, or am I going to get out there and give it my best shot with every breath that I have to help make the world different?
I was born in Xochimilco, near Mexico City. And then when I graduated from high school, I came with my mother to Bloomington. I didn't even know that Indiana existed. I earned a dual PhD in psychology and in cognitive science. When I met Ryan, all I knew of Indiana was campus and churches everywhere.
I went to undergraduate in Northeast Missouri. I came to Indiana for grad school. I was trained as a political economist under Elinor Ostrom, who had just won the Nobel Prize in economics. What I started to realize about my academic path was that it seemed to be more about scientists talking to each other and not talking to people. After 2 years of giving it a shot, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'll find another way to use my mind.
Did you know what you were going to do?
No, we had no idea. No idea whatsoever. We wanted to get a plot of land that we could feel safe on and call our own, and we were committed to figuring it out. There were several times where I was like, wow, what have I gotten myself into? I really thought that I could figure this farming thing out really quick and really easy, and that was suddenly not the case.
The first year was really hard because we moved in and we had no money. Like, we couldn't even mow our own grass.
Man, those hard days in the Indiana sun, it's a different ball game than what it looks like in my mind. Through that grind every single day, I slowly did learn. It was this little boost of confidence. Turned out that the farm needed some compost, but the compost was too expensive, so we figured we'd have to make it ourselves. That's where we began the long compost journey.
There's all this waste and we need to do something with it. The result of the study was that we do have the capacity regionally to manage all this organic waste. And so when we explained this to the county, they were just like, their eyes were huge and they were like, let's do this. So this is a drop-off. Each customer gets to pick up one of these. So they are instructed to get a pail, and it's for them to keep and maintain and wash. They can come whenever, they come with their full pail, open pail, and they empty it out in here. We realized, well, we cannot collect and be working at the farm at the same time, and so that was just like, we need somebody to help us with the collection.
Mom is looking to give people opportunities to change their own life. It was created through the 28 years of addiction and incarceration that I endured. And it's a reflection of what it took and what it takes to not only break away from addiction, but to stay in recovery and have a productive life. When men and women get out of prison, they have a place to work any job until these men and women get in position to get a better job that leads him to his career job. Any job sometimes involves guys working right here in the warehouse. Tear it up. You go to your far right or your far left. But the better job would be like earth keepers. Rick, for example, he started here at any job working with the moving company and became the first to move on to better job. The things that are being learned and skill sets that Rick can take with him for the rest of his life.
My first day, he was like, yeah, we have 40 places to go to.
Double checking my route here, just scrolling through to see what we're gonna need today.
When they hired me, I can't ask for anything better than that. I just like being outdoors, you know, it feels so good to me, you know. I love it, I love it. And I've never done the compost business before, so this is new to me. Look at all them goodies in there. Them goodies. You want some cake, man? Everything's back good, bud? Man. And now I know what compost is and the meaning behind compost. I see what they're doing, you know what I mean? And people are loving it, you know. From the time we leave here, from the time we get back, it's, you know, love, respect, just, you know, just working together as a team and family, you know. It's just, I'm digging it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. Try not to sink, you know. All right, you know, all right, yeah.
My name's Carl. I run the recycling program with Cook. Cook is a medical device manufacturer. We're located all over the world. At home, I recycle. I make my wife recycle. I pick stuff out of the trash that she throws away. And then that kind of carried over to when I got to work and realizing people were throwing away bottles and food scraps and all this stuff. And I started calculating all the waste that we're sending to landfills, and it was very disturbing. My first thoughts whenever we started talking to Ryan from Earth Keepers, I was just full of excitement because it blends right in with what we're trying to accomplish on becoming a zero waste to landfill facility. They've been very helpful on educating us, and they've been coming every single day to make pickups. And we've came a very long way from when we first started.
Different today. We're doing a waste audit.
Last year we held a waste audit, which is very similar to the setup that we have today, so that we could get this composting program.
Everything was going into the dumpster. Cardboard and plastic and food waste, and then we found out in the waste audit that about 75% of our waste can be saved from the landfill through recycling or compost. It's the first day that we've ever done composting at the schools. So at each of these stations, we're gonna have student volunteers that will be helping you sort out your trash. So if you could just help them out, it'll make it go as quickly as we can. So thank you. So we're hoping to teach the students how to use active waste management skills. And this will go in the compost, your napkins.
We're learning so much.
Straight trash. This is going to be compostable. This is non-trash.
This is recycle.
How was today?
The composting was good.
It was so good.
Look
Better than we could have hoped for.
This
Look at all of
every
this.
day. It's just so
This
much
every
waste.
day from the landfill. Pretty amazing.
Why does this matter to you all?
Well, it's our future. We're hoping that this compost program and the recycling initiatives and other initiatives that this club is doing spreads throughout the district and then hopefully in the future the state and then across the nation and the world.
It's part of a cause that's so much bigger.
In reducing the amount of waste, we can save a lot of greenhouse gas emissions, such as CO2 and methane, from coming into the atmosphere. We get really down on ourselves and think, oh, how can I help this huge problem? The important thing that we can do is think about what we can do in our community. And this is something where it's going to be able to save thousands of pounds of waste.
Most of global society is caught up in an economic race that produces so much waste. We just want it to go away. It's stinky, it's ugly, I don't want to know where it comes from, I don't want to know where it's going, I just want it to go away. It's not too late, no matter how bad it looks. Yes, global warming is accelerating. Yes, we're throwing away more trash than we ever have before. Yes, we have this recycling problem, but we can fix these things. We can fix these things with intention and commitment. So I see the same story of hope and transformation in turning food waste into compost as I see in helping ex-offenders reintegrate into their communities with green jobs.
Recycling minds by putting them in an environment that is giving them jobs.
If we can show Bloomington, Indiana, the country, the world, if we can show that this can be done, other people are going to start doing it too.
This is what we got to do as a community together.
It's about taking care of our environment and being a good, role model for the community, saying, hey, if we can do it, then anybody around us can do it.
If we can do these small things, and if these small actions spread across really large amounts of people, we end up having a tremendous impact.
For us, this is taking these things that are waste and we are infusing them with our hope. We can help, just like with the compost making process itself, transform these broken materials into new life. And that's what the world needs.
Compost to me is doing it for the earth. We're blessing the earth with what we're doing.